Hello, one and all. Welcome to London Players Guild. I am Scott Sedman. Today I'm joined by Peter, and we're going to give you our top 7 Divine Multiverse yellow cards that aren't SRs. Please stop asking where the SRs are.
And also sorry for the delay, but I'm quite sure everyone has internet or TV or heard about what's happening in the world, so
Yep, me and
we had our
Peter
own
are on a
delays.
break. COVID-19. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry, Morgan. Not sorry. So, Peter, without further ado, we're here finally. Divine Multiverse is almost upon us, but probably delayed, so not really upon us. But we might
I
as well
mean,
get the yellow talked
I
about.
think it arrived at the distributors in Europe, all
Oh,
right, today, so it should be distributed next week. And the sellers are allowed to let it go as soon as it gets to their hands, which
yeah,
is nice.
cool. That's awesome. Well, unless we're in lockdown, then not so
Yeah,
awesome.
hopefully lockdown won't hit us until Wednesday, so we can go and pick up our cases, or at least I can go pick up my cases.
Yes, we want to be able to bring you some content regarding
And
draft
then
box
your
stuff.
case can wait for you until lockdown finishes.
Don't rub it in.
I can open it for you.
Oh God, no! I need my cardboard crack, Peter. How dare you? How dare you speak of such insolent things? Anyway, you're here for the cards, not our banter. Although you might be here for our banter. Our banter's pretty good. Let's start with number 7, which is the rare Comfrey. The Fish Boy is his
Oh, he's
official
a rare.
title. Yeah, he's a amphibious.
Amphibious assault Comfrey.
Thank you. You can only have one copy on board, but when all your opponent's energy card is in rest mode, reduce the energy cost of the card in hand by 2. It's pretty good.
Now, I would like to ask, your opponent needs to have at least 1 energy for this. So if they're going to charge the multicolor first turn, and then you charge an untap energy, and you can play him. That's A. So it's a 1-drop 20k, which is decent on its own. And the other thing is, on board he still costs 3.
Mhm.
So he is brilliant, absolutely brilliant for Successor.
Yep.
Shame that you can only have 1 of those on board, but there's good reason for that.
But yeah, we really thought it was a good choice for Successor, and that's why it's at number 7. Because, I mean, apart from that, 20k on board when your opponent's tapped out is pretty good.
Yeah.
For 1 energy.
I mean, it's an early aggro, right?
Yeah.
Coronavirus confirmed.
Yep, definitely. Dry cough. Comfrey gave me the coronavirus. Please stay away from this card, and if you all want to donate them to the LPG channel, you are welcome to do so. Yeah, I think, I mean, if we see more support for Universe 9 in the future, this card could become even more valuable, but I think for a standard start of the number 7, it's a good shout. 20k 1 drop, pretty good. Coming in at number 6, and we totally didn't mess this up, is Hyssop.
Hyssop the Frozen Titan. 1-drop 5k. Activate main once per turn. You can pay 1 yellow energy, choose up to 1 of your opponent's energy, and switch it to rest mode. So this is a good card, mostly against aggro, not aggro, control.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pay once per turn. You can trade 1 of your yellow energy for 1 energy your opponent has that you don't want them to have, essentially.
Yeah, I think that's fair, especially if you're... I mean, this could kind of go in Universe 6, if you really wanted to. Just consider
It
tapping
can
down
go
your
in
opponent.
any deck that can play yellow, doesn't need yellow leader, which is important.
Ooh. See? That's a...
It only requires you to pay
1
yellow.
yellow, yeah. Which...
Yeah.
There's enough multicolored cards in this game where... Or just yellow cards that are good to go in any deck that
Champa the Trickster.
exactly fulfills that yellow requirement. Frost Deadly Poison, stuff like that. So you
Yep.
could... Saying, oh, but you need to type yellow is kind of irrelevant at this point because there's very much yellow energy you can splash
You just will build your deck where you can actually use this, and you can stop your opponent from doing stuff during your turn only. But against certain decks like Cooler, or against decks like any control deck, you just stop them from doing stuff.
Yeah.
Which can be strong.
Very much so. I like it. I think it's a good addition for number 6. And it kind of flows nicely into our number 5, which is Chapil the Iron Drake, which is essentially the same thing as Hyssop, except his is He's a 2-drop 15k, but once per turn, when your opponent card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's energy and switch it to rest mode. So essentially the
So
similar thing, but this punishes more aggro
I
than.
think it's more of a mirror reflection, as
Mm,
Hiss Up only works during your turn, Chapil only works during your opponent's turn.
yeah.
I like the future proofing on this one, because it works with battle cards, leader cards, and unison cards.
Yes. That's a really good shout because it says card.
So
Mm.
yes, and this is way better against aggressive decks, especially if you can play multiple of those. Later on, we're going to talk about a card that you can play it during your opponent's turn, and suddenly your opponent's turn becomes more awkward.
Mm. I really rate this. I think both cards are great and they can be protected by Ox King, which is a really good shout. Like, if you're worried about them not having barrier, you can give them barrier for 1 energy. It's not a bad shout.
Get yourself your Ox Kings while they're cheap.
Whoop woo! Coming in at number
4.
4. Thank you. I can do math.
I can read. We
Well,
have Hit the Revoker. It's a
ah,
free energy,
so
2
good.
yellow, so requires quite a lot of it requires quite a lot of spending, I guess.
But it's kind of worth it.
It's peculiar. It's a counterplay card. You choose up to 2 of your opponent's energy, switch them to rest mode, and then play Hit.
hmm
So you can literally finish your opponent's turn.
Yep.
The moment they declare to play something, you can finish their turn by tapping the rest of their energy.
And then you get a 15k hit on board. So he's
Yeah.
if you want to be funky, you can have an evolved target that's just tapped down your opponent's energy. um,
Yes. And then during your turn, you can burn them for 2.
yep,
Yes.
yep. I mean, the
I mean,
more
yellow
hits we
red
get,
got another win condition.
yeah. I mean, it's a fine comp. I just think it's a really good card for. Like for free energy, tapping down to your like if they play a 1-drop and you're like, haha, I'm just gonna play this 1-drop, and it's like, well, no, you have no more energy to do anything.
Yeah.
It's
Very
good.
early, it can be very punishing.
Yes. Even late game, like if they're trying to bait something out.
Depends. If you're playing against a control deck, they can easily hit like 6, 7 energy.
True,
I don't think hit is going to matter that much then.
but this also thing is, doesn't it? So it's like this is also done in the counterplay window, so it's not like Champion of Trickster where it's auto. This is so
Yes.
in response to your opponent playing something, you tap down that energy. They can't stop that.
I think that's the resolution, so they
Uh,
can't stop this.
can they?
Yes.
Okay, ignore me
If
then.
they respond with denial, for example, they can still do that.
But they can only respond to denial when this card's been played.
This is a skill that plays a card. It's still the same skill.
Okay,
So it's before the skill starts resolving.
okay,
It's
fair
while
enough.
skill is still pending.
Fair enough. Okay, interesting. I don't know. I would have thought it resolves then because it says then you play this
No, it
card and
doesn't.
then lame.
The denial resolves first and creates the replacement effect.
Okay, right. I'm with you. That's
Good.
fine.
I'm
So
glad.
next is number 3, Justice Crash. Oh, I love this card so much. It's basically Deadly Poison for a Universe deck. Now this
Universe
was
leader.
this was our point of contention because we were both like this could have just been yellow cards and it would have been much better. But still, a 2-drop
Yes.
Frost Deadly Poison is pretty good, Peter.
Only for the 4 drops or less, but doesn't change the fact, yes, this card is powerful. And I really, really wished it was a yellow equivalent of like Preemptive Strike or Denial of Hope, or you get the idea, right?
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's just for universes.
Yes. Sadly,
So
the good
still,
side of it is it only requires 1 yellow, not 2.
yeah. So
Because
again,
Preemptive Strikes and Rest requires 2 of the given color.
so you can play blue, yellow, and still this works. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good card. Whether it sees a lot of play or not, I mean, you could put this in Universe 11. I think that's a nice place for it.
I think you can put it in a lot of universe decks. I would not be surprised if some of the maybe blue-red. I mean, the tricolor decks are really popular for the control.
Huh.
So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the tricolor decks with universe leaders try to do that, like universe control decks.
Ooh, yeah. Well,
The Android 17, for example.
oh yes, from Universe now, Universal Onslaught.
Yes,
Yeah. Ooh,
he's a universe leader.
he is. Yes. Huh. So yeah, I think this opens up a lot more interesting players than just oh well, we need to put Frost Deadly Poison in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout. Number 2. You want to have a tackle at saying his name?
Ill,
Eel.
dignified supremacy. I don't know if I pronounced
I
it.
have no idea. I'm going to assume it's ill, right? It has to be. That's
Yes.
yeah.
Although it might be French.
Wait.
Then it will be something like Waza or something like that.
Okay, you can roll with that one. That's your hill to die on. What does it do though, Peter? Why have we got it in our number 2 spot?
So this is one of the very popular effects in the draft boxes I noticed. They like to introduce cards with the drop area effect.
Hmm.
And in here we have, you can pay one, during your turn, you can pay 1 yellow and 1, so 2 energy total. If your leader card is yellow and you send this card from your drop area to the warp, choose one of your opponent's energy and switch it to rest mode.
And there's nothing your opponent can do about it.
Exactly.
It's
It
so
can
good.
it can be very easily used to interfere with your opponent's plays. It works with yellow leaders, which are very popular right now, Cell or Surge Coup.
Mm-hmm.
Or even with this set, it looks like Jiren and Kefla
Yeah,
are going, the Surge Kefla are going to be really popular. So all the yellow leaders look really, really strong. That's why I think this card is going to see a lot of play. And it's going to be one of the stronger ones as well.
definitely one to watch out for. And again, it's another one of those things. Well, okay, I've not got much to do on my turn. I'm still going to make it inconvenient for my opponent. Like, it's a good card.
I think the only time you use this is when you're going for game, like for example, you're trying to resolve, I don't know, a victory strike or a quad strike Jiren or whatever else you don't want to be stopped.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know. I feel like if you wanted to set up a turn and you know your opponent's playing counter players, you can also interrupt it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, either way, it's a good card. It's a very good card.
Against tricolor decks, it's going to be ridiculously strong because you will be able to stop their one of energy.
Yes. Oh, I've got one green energy open. Well, I want to know what you're going to try and play with one green energy. Lol, no, it's tapped down.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's a really fair shout. Plus, it's any yellow leader, so it doesn't have that universe restriction. It's just any yellow leader.
It's just a yellow leader, which I think the card is way more versatile
Oh
because
yeah.
of that.
Imagine if Broly was unbanned right now. Sorry, unerrated right now.
Imagine if Mecha Frieza was underrated right now.
No,
Ah.
bad.
Objection is banned.
There's a good reason for that, and you know it.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, that was our number 2, and our number 1 is a combo one, as you've seen with our previous top 7 universe videos. We like to combo stuff together. That gives you an idea of why it could be possibly broken or not broken, like just a good combo. And it's our Universe 9 Assemble and Row. I can't remember the rest of his name, so it's just Row today.
Brash Supremacy.
Thank you. So yeah, Universe 9 Assemble, pretty good card. Each universe has their own assemble cards, some better than others, and some have featured on our previous lists. Some out of choice, some because we didn't have enough cards to put on there. But this one's good. We promise. Activate main/battle. 2 yellow energy. Draw 2 cards. Good in its own right. It's just a good effect, right? Me and you can agree on that. Draw 2 for 2. Pretty good. If all your opponent's energy is in rest mode, choose up to 1 Universe 9 card in your deck with an energy cost of 2 or less and play it. Then shuffle your deck. That part's irrelevant. Yeah, of course you shuffle your deck. Don't cheat. But yeah, so that's good. So you got to get a Universe 9 with 2 or less. There's a few targets you can pick, but the pick we went for is Raw. And that's
Brash
why
Supremacy.
which is
Raw
why.
is a 2-drop 15,000.
Mm-hmm.
With an auto skill. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's cards and switch it to rest mode. And that's any cards. That can be Unison, Battle card, Field card, Leader card, or Energy.
So good.
And you can play it from your deck. If early on your opponent attacks you when they're tapped out for whatever reason, and you have 2 energy open, you draw 2 cards, play raw from your deck.
And then they're tapped out. So once turn comes back to you, well,
Yep.
even if
You'll
they've
have
got
raw.
even if they've got plans to retap or whatever, no,
Yeah.
sir.
Or if they untap the energy at the beginning of your turn, you
Yeah,
just attack with raw and tap it.
yeah. Lots of stuff you can do there.
Yep.
Um,
And the
again,
fact that you play him from the deck,
yeah.
that's
So
essentially the card on its own is +2 if your opponent is tapped out. Doesn't check for leader.
nope.
Doesn't check for any universe, for any colors or anything. So you can play this engine. It doesn't need to be raw. It can be any Universe 9 card. I don't think it even needs to be yellow Universe 9 card.
No, it just says choose up to 1 universe
Yeah.
9 cards with 2 or
So
less.
lavender, the blue lavender from the Tournament of Power, which was a really strong card. Every time it attacks, if you have another Universe 9, you kill one of your opponent's 4 drops or less.
Yeah.
There is lots of cards you can play with this. With any leader, again.
You can even, right, as we were saying, if you're doing this in your opponent's turn, you can go into chapel.
Yeah. You can also do it during your turn, which is also strong.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you
what I
pull
mean.
out a battle card from your deck straight to the field.
Yep. And
You
yeah.
activate this, and the opponent activates Denial of Hope. Then you just draw 2 cards and leave it at that. You don't need to play.
No, just like okay.
Although if they can activate Denial of Hope, or maybe like Breakthrough, or one of those, 1-drop counterplays that you can take a life to activate
Yeah. I
when
mean,
they're tapped out.
even still, like if you you just choose 0, but yeah, I
Even
think
on its own, draw 2 cards for
yeah,
1 card is decent. But if you also get to put a body to that, it's essentially adding to certain cards an effect, draw 2 cards.
yeah, I think it's great. And if they're gonna denial of hope you playing that card, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't have the energy open to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
But like the absorption ball or something like that,
Oh yeah. I
you
see
can
what.
just decide to not play anything from your deck
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
just draw 2 cards, and they use the cards from hand. You're still fine.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our top 7 non-SR universe. Nope, yellow cards. Universe yellow. That is where we live. Universe yellow. The yellow divine multiverse cards. Better late than never. We'll be back very soon in the next video with black, and then
Yeah.
SRs, and then
And then angels.
yeah. So got lots of content coming to LPG to keep you through the COVID-19 situation.
Also, during the COVID-19 situations, if lockdown is going to go through, make sure to visit us on Twitch, because we will probably be getting busy on Twitch with all the card games you can think about.
Yeah, lots of
Untap is live.
yeah, lots of stuff we're going to try and bring you to get us to build a community and get us through this not very pleasant time being stuck indoors. It's not fun. It's not.
It's no different for me than any other.
Can't travel to you anymore, Peter. It's so depressing. We
I
can't get the
know, and
content.
I will have all of your cases
He's
here.
just gonna taunt me with
I'll
like
send
and
you a
subscribe.
picture every day.
My divine multiverse box in different places around Peter's apartment.
I'll send you a picture of me sleeping with it.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's fine.
I'll just cuddle up.
As long as I pull a urine from it, it's fine. Right. See you in the outro, guys. Bye. Right, that's one of them done. That's one done. Hey everyone, Scott here. Thank you for watching that video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want to continue to support LPG outside of YouTube, I would implore you to check out our Patreon, our Facebook page, twitch.tv/playersguild, and our own site, londonplayersguild.com, all of which are linked in the description below. If you can't, not a problem. We just hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.